Now, Final Fantasy 15 has been with us for nearly 2 years now. It's been out for a very long time in the grand scheme of things. However, in I guess a kind of a twist on the Square Enix formula, we're still receiving updated special editions. There's been DLC packs, there's been unique costumes and all these different things. And then, of course, there's Noctis coming to Tekken 7. So they must be doing all right out of the game because people keep buying it. And that's why Shaney's here to talk about Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition.
Indeed. And I think it's kind of interesting because they have changed a few elements of the game itself. Maybe not 100% worth re-picking up, that said, yet, but I think that Windows Edition brings a lot of few elements that I think may have been good for 1.0 because I haven't actually touched it since 1.0. A lot of things have changed.
So that is the question. So you've got people who play, like myself. Like I played it first through when it first came out. We got it early. I was playing it for review, played a fair bit of it, got like right to the end, and I'm like, all right, cool. This is fine. I've had my fun with it. It nails its moments. I get what it's doing. But you can definitely tell that it wasn't complete. And like, it had a feeling even then of just not being 100% finished.
Yeah.
This seems to go beyond that more, like 150% completion.
I wouldn't say 150% completion yet because there's still story stuff missing, but I don't think they can actually just fix it without fully remaking the whole game.
Blu-ray,
Basically, there's still elements that I feel like there are weaknesses story-based because even when you do like make a movie basically as a prequel, and you're not telling most of that story in the game itself, like it feels weak in comparison. Even just like a Dot Hack. Dot Hack actually had like previous story elements where it, you know, showed like a prequel.
Done a good job of expanding
the universe, even like before and explaining events that occurred to like actually in the game. But this kind of like you have to watch the movie to even get some parts of the story. I still feel like the weakness in this game is the story, and that's kind of bad for a Final Fantasy game.
Because that's the whole point. Let's be real. That was why you used to put yourself through standing in a line with a bunch of teenagers getting hit by fire, because you wanted to see the next part of the story. You wanted to get to Kefka. You wanted to, you know, like.
If you say so, don't worry about, you know, strategy in the freaking.
There's no strategy in the before 7.
All right, whatever. But yeah. Other than that, though, like there's a few really cool improvements. They've added a few like gameplay, like combat stuff where I think if you warp strike a downed enemy, you can do this like team attack kind of thing. That's new. There's a few other things like fast travel actually being fast. But
whoa!
I know, like that was the one weakness in fast travel. Totally, like you could drive faster than the fast loading time to actually Now it's on Windows. Now it's actually like loading time's good. So yay, you can actually fast travel.
How many cup noodle heads have you got?
0 at the moment. 0? But other things like that, it's got full DLC, so you've got more of the expanded story. There is more coming supposedly, but I'm not 100% sure, but who knows?
Who knows with Square Enix, let's be real. This is how they're changing up the way they do things. Instead of waiting 9 years to release a game, they're just going to release the one game over the next 5 years.
That, and we still have to wait for, well, Noctis on Tekken 7. I'm keen for that, and also Final Fantasy 7 Remake.
So is it worth playing if you're coming at it from vanilla, or do you think that maybe it's worth seeing what more's coming?
I think it's definitely worth it just because the gameplay's still really, really like good, and it's fun as the side quest exploring the world itself. Everything feels really, really nice gameplay-wise.
Yes.
Story-wise, you're still getting the Final Fantasy experience. 15 experience, sorry.
15.
Yeah, not Final Fantasy experience.